We are talking with David Thomas Flaherty from Remax Plus and Michael Pulver, and we talked real estate gurus, 50 years in the business between them. And guys, we were talking before the break about how it is not a good idea. It may be a good idea to talk with someone you know who's just into the life insurance game, perhaps. But when it comes to real estate, when it comes to buying a house, two things you should not do is try to sell it yourself or go with someone who's new in the business. And with that, I wanted to ask both of you, with these mortgage rates at unbelievably record lows, does your 50 years in the business help you at all in dealing with the banks for your clients? Who's going to go? Michael?
Yes, it does. Steve, as I said before, I've been doing this for 23 years.
Yeah.
And, step one with a client is really to get down and talk with them and really understand what their goals are, their objectives, and get them to really think about how much are they comfortable spending a month. Mm-hmm. How much do they have to work with to buy a house, and really take a consultative approach towards working with them to make certain that they're comfortable.
Because a first-time home buyer, their only goal may be to own the house. Mm-hmm. They don't know how, they don't know why, they don't know where.
Right. So I think it's important that not only do we walk them through that, mm-hmm. but that we help them establish a budget. Because this is going to be, one of the biggest financial investments of their life. And one of the things that we feel is important is you got to educate yourself. Knowledge is power. And the more you know, the smoother the process is going to be.
You guys, Cole Taylor Mortgage, right?
Correct, yes.
You guys are a bank too?
We are. We are part of a bank. The actual bank has been around since 1929. We're a $5 billion bank. We're a national lender. But locally here, we're actually located at Linden Oaks. We have a very experienced team, and basically, I've been doing this for 23 years, but the average member of my team has been doing this for 15 years.
Can you shop around, or is just whatever the products from the bank come down? I mean, do you shop around for the best fit for somebody?
Sure, that's what we do, but we are the actual bank. We lend the money ourselves.
And they have different programs that...
We have programs...
Because you were talking to me earlier, off air, about the urban or the rural... Right?
Correct. Well, that's that's a program, and what Jeff's referring to is that there are just some underused programs right now. And actually, David and I are working to try to educate the marketplace about what these programs are. So specifically what they are. First, if you're a veteran, there's a lot of veterans out there that are not aware that they can buy a home with no money down.
100% mortgage.
100%.
Wow.
And it's better, Steve.
Yeah.
And in addition to that, based on how the transaction is structured, there are times when the seller, the lender, can pick up some or all of the closing costs. So in effect,
zero money down.
You can buy the home with very little money.
You're giving the money away. Wow,
so,
that's...
at, again, 40-year lows.
Yeah, yeah.
The other program that Jeff was referring to.
The rural. I've heard it from other realtors too.
Yeah, it's a great program. And again, it just doesn't get used enough because I don't think people really are aware of how it is or what it is and how it works. Again, zero money down. The property has to be located in a particular geography. But to the extent that it hits that criteria, again, zero money down.
Where are you talking? Is like farmland or?
No, we're talking. There are parts of Monroe County, Hilton, Hamlin, Spencerport, Wayne County, Livingston, Ontario. I could get an entire list of.
Is there anything in Pittsford? Because actually, Pittsford was a farm town before it built up to what it was.
How do I find out about all this?
You know what? You got to call David or you got to call myself. And again, I can be reached at 802-6527. And David, this phone number is easy, 766-5555.
Okay, we'll put those numbers on our website at Property Source Radio and links to your website so you can get that information. This is just, this has gone in a direction I didn't expect it to go.
Yeah, I know.
100% mortgages.
Free money.
Yeah.
It's out there. If you know about it, you can go get it, And a lot of people don't know.
All right, I want to hear just real quick before we take a break about this free van that you talked about. I know I've seen it around town, David Thomas Flaherty. What's this all about?
Our free van, it's a thank you to our clients, whether you're selling or you're buying. It's a van that's available. You call 279-8040, which is the Cannon Group, which I'm a member of, and we can set this up for you. The time just has to be available. It's 24 hours. We just ask that people fill the van up with gas as it's filled when they get it, and they leave it clean. But it's just a nice service as a thank you to our clients, and it's just another way of us giving back to our clients that we appreciate so much.
That's fantastic.
I've used that van a couple times. It's good. It's nice. It's big.
And I just also want to add one of the other important parts of the Cannon Group and what we're about is if you're a not-for-profit, if you're doing a fundraiser and you need to move some things, you can also use the van for that purpose.
All right. Fantastic. Guys, thanks for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed your little moment here on Property Source Radio. David and Michael, again, links to their websites are on our website, propertysourceradio.com. We bought the house. Now we're going to fix up inside when we come back to Property Source Radio on Sports Radio 950 ESPN.